G'day, my name's Stan Steindl from Brisbane, Australia, and I'm looking forward to coming to this year's Compassionate Mind Foundation International Conference to present a workshop called Exploring and Resolving Fears, Blocks and Resistances and Enhancing Compassion Motivation through Motivational Interviewing. Compassion and self-compassion are good for us, right? Um, so is going to the gym and drinking less and, tidying our office. But compassion and self-compassion seem to be good for us, and yet people often feel two ways about it. They feel certain fears or other blocks towards compassion and self-compassion. And this makes a lot of sense because often we're working with people who have experienced certain interpersonal traumas in their lives or other situations in which people that they could or should have depended on for care and concern and compassion have actually been a threat to them. And so often when we're working towards developing the compassionate self, one of the first things to do is to be able to explore and validate and understand and empathise with people's fears and blocks and resistances to compassion. And then just gradually, gently helping people to resolve those fears. And this is where motivational interviewing, I think, can come in and be helpful with CFT. Motivational interviewing is a way for us to explore ambivalence. People feel two ways about change or action. And so with motivational interviewing, we might first of all explore what they call sustained talk. And in CFT, I think sustained talk is represented by some of these inhibitors of compassion. So firstly, exploring sustained talk, accepting and validating that there is that side for the person, and then just gently guiding towards exploring what in MI we might call change talk. And from a CFT point of view, change talk might actually be represented by some of the facilitators of compassion. Some of the things that people might desire or wish when it comes to being compassionate to themselves or others. Some things that people might have as reasons for compassion towards their self or others, and perhaps even some more deeply felt need to do with their values or what's important to them. And ultimately starting to explore a person's ability, their sense of how they would do it, what might work for them, and so on. So the workshop at the CMF conference on motivational interviewing will really be trying to look at this application of MI in CFT. We'll be trying to talk a little bit about MI and its theory and principles, and also core strategies and core skills, but in particular looking at practical ways to applying it with CFT. So I really hope that we might be able to see you there.